Hi, my name is Erica. I am the president of TAP, and welcome to night 3 of round 2 of TheatreFest. We have a great show for you today, but just a couple of things to go over first. Round 2 is done completely off book with a couple of blocks, no costumes or props. We also have been following all COVID-19 protocols and procedures throughout the rehearsal process and the staging of the show. So without further ado, here is Poser, written by Mark Roberti, directed by Sam DeLuise, and stage managed by Kaylee Melville.
Keep the home fires burning while your something is yearning.
What was that?
Some World War I song. My grandmother used to sing it to me. God rest her soul.
All right, let's bring this out, okay?
Works for me.
Eva Welsh for RPM. It is December the 13th, 2000, and I am sitting opposite the ever-elusive Ari Kaffner.
Enough protocol. How's about we start with a weird one?
All right, then. Would you consider yourself a normal person? That you'd be skipped over in a crowd if you weren't on the stage?
Normal? Sure, but only in the most extraordinary of circumstances. And if you were standing where I am, you would too.
In my experience, normal folk don't return a Heineken back at the crowd with the swagger of a starting pitcher when a well-meaning fan chucks one up to you in the first place.
I don't see a lawsuit on my desk over that. Besides, it was completely necessary.
You don't have a desk.
And
I ain't bailing you out, buddy boy.
Did I ask?
focus. What makes you say that?
It's who I have to be to keep up the pace. Assholery is my latest practice. Like a monk to celibacy, it's antithetical to the craft that I be caught dead normal. It keeps my mind like a lantern and gives me enough creative drive to ignore the downsides.
Being...
Hated by everyone.
I don't hate you.
Well, you're a minor exception. In any case, it's a small price to pay for me to become who I'm supposed to be. It's not about how I feel in the moment, it's about where it all takes me.
Which is where?
Give me a time frame.
Let's say 20 years. Where is this band of yours in 20 years?
Nowhere?
Nowhere.
Nowhere. In a landfill, but that's not the point. Something will grow out of it, and Taylor and I will still be together. All you need is one good friend.
How about one more?
Tonight? Okay, sure. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that time may wear us down, but we'll stay on. In person or at heart, we'll still have each other. We'll still have each other. We'll still have each other. We'll still have each other.
Who are you talking to?
No one. It's just being here reminds me of conversations that happened well before you were born.
Okay, go back to what you're saying. About my room?
Right. Your bedroom is upstairs and to the left. Your bed hugs the corner of the wall because if you moved it anywhere else, it would jam the length of the door. You always hear the sounds of the train station a mile back.
You're a realtor.
I used to live here. Your room was mine.
Dad had a roommate?
Dad? Jesus.
Look, Mr. Catskill.
Kavner. Ari Kavner.
Right, Mr. Airy. I don't know if you meant to show up on Mom and Dad's anniversary. Do you want a water?
This must be difficult for someone who's... What are you, 12?
19.
19 years. 19 years since that stupid little interview. It's just enough time to reinvent a whole new life for yourself, and that's what Taylor... that's what your father has done around here, in my absence. Is this guitar yours?
Yeah?
The strings are fresh. The wood has some wear, though.
Yeah, it was a gift from my dad. I'm big on those old 90s bands. Sometimes I watch their old performances on YouTube and imagine what it'd be like if I were up there.
Do you know whose name this is? Raph Narmada? And you thought my name was weird.
Oh, Raph Narmada? Like Light Fingers Raph Narmada? Holy shit, I never realized.
He always did have garbage penmanship. His estate had some trouble trying to make out any of his will, but some of it went to your dad. There's more stuff like this up in the attic.
Dad told me he got that at an auction.
Is that what he told you? Do you have one of those phones with the big screen that you type on?
You mean like a regular phone?
I guess nowadays it would be. Search for my name. I'll wait.
I don't know how to spell airy cat.
Yes!
What the hell's poser?
You don't see a picture of me there?
Well, yeah, there's you, and you're next to...
That's right. Your dear old dad. So, tell me, do you still think I'm a solicitor?
My dad went triple platinum on a debut record.
The both of us did, but one day it wasn't good enough for him, so he left without warning. And so I've decided to return the favor and show up without warning.
Whoa, slow down. What happened between the two of you?
This is nothing that a non-disclosure agreement is going to let you in on. But time has done its thing, and I'm just hoping to get 5 minutes alone with your dad to show him how much work that we still have left to do. And I can be someone again, who may even take you up on stage with me. So now, if you'll permit me, I'm going to go take a shower.
No?
It was nice meeting you, kiddo, but this was my house too. And one way or another, you'll find out. You'll find everything out. I promise.
Should we be calling him? Is this a surprise party? Damn it. Record label, world tour, international controversy. That's it, I'm calling him. You're gonna have to answer for...
Honey, who are you talking to?
To answer that, I must confess that I love him. Do thou call my resolution wise. I shall take this knife and... My dramatic acting class. I have a Shakespeare monologue due for... Oh, hey! Dad, what happened to your dinner reservation?
Well, our plans got screwed. It's a long story. Your mother is shopping by the liquor store. Why was the door unlocked?
I was outside doing it for the neighbors. You know, Jeannie heard me through the window. I must say, I do think art school is a really good fit for me.
Well, that's good to hear. I see you're at the guitar again.
Yeah. I was practicing finger picking. I'm not that good at it though. I will be feeling those blisters for weeks.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I wish I could help, but all that stuff is like a different language to me.
Is it?
Yeah. It is?
No, nothing. It's nothing.
Well, alright. I'll be upstairs if
Well,
you...
were you in a band with some greasy guy who used to live here?
Where would that be coming from?
Online. There is a book online.
About this guy?
That leaked and definitely was not supposed to because of a non-disclosure agreement to PD. Dad, look, was he real or not?
Yes. Gray. He was real.
You never said anything.
Well, it's gotten away from me. Or rather, I've gotten away from it. What's it to you?
Dad, you went triple platinum on a debut record. That's what most people would consider cool. And you hear the songs that I play on my guitar, they're so similar to your band's and...
Well, what made you look in the first place?
Whose signature is that?
I was very drunk when I got that sign.
You told me you got it at an auction. You lied.
I can't play for shit, honey. I wasn't lying about that. I wasn't up there to be Paul McCartney. It was just a favor for this little weasel. And if I didn't get out when I did, he would be right back upstairs. Is that the shower?
You wouldn't have enough star power left to say get me in a band, would you?
I burned all those bridges with what I did. I didn't want to disappoint you, and I didn't want him anywhere near you.
Well, in that case, I would have to say that I am sorry.
For what?
Hey, do you think Tay would notice if I borrowed an outfit? He has a hoarder's wardrobe, that motherfucker. Grr.
Gray, honey, There was no book. Was there?
No, Dad.
Stall your mother outside until I say it's okay.
Dad, there was a whole section on your Wikipedia called International Controversy.
Outside!
I mean, that shit we did in Barcelona was pretty controversial.
Oh, so you have a death wish, is that it?
No way, man. I kicked everything. I'm not using. I'm clean. I wanted to look clean. I just didn't expect you to be home so soon.
You don't live here.
It's a big house.
Oh, my clothes look great on irrelevant points all around. The house is on the table, remember? You wanted to trade it in for a high-rise apartment? I think you never got around to that.
You don't think losing you might have had something to do with that? Why doesn't your kid know about me?
Because it wasn't in the job description to keep my kids appraised of every jerk-off and burnout I had to scuff the shoes off.
Come on, dude. Your own kid looked at me like I was just another face in your yearbook. Did you honestly carry on like I was just some sort of parasite?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a ride back.
Fuck off, Eri. No more favors. I can't clean you up any more than I did.
Oh, well, clean up no more.
I paid the water bill, you realize?
Not the shower, idiot. Don't talk. Look.
2 tickets. All of this for a movie date.
Look closer, dearie.
Eri Kavner, live at the
Troubadour.
Well, this is next week. The little engine that could.
I figured you should be there to watch my scattered ashes rematerialize. I know that you would do the same for me if you were to ever, I don't know, get married.
You better be out of here when she gets back. So get it out and get out. And if you ask me to come back...
Let's not get caught up in semantics. I wanted to take my time, but for you, I'll be brief. Despite me reliving the same unproductive year over and over for as many pages are in your daughter's scrapbook, it seems that the Old and New Testaments have come to unionize.
What the hell does that mean?
Our audition video. The Prodigy Child video. It's making the rounds again on the YouTube. We're practically back on the charts. What does that tell you?
Only that crappy thing is still online.
Are we so quick as to go right back into that tone? Why not try our crappy thing? Critical darling of Napster and victor of Lifefinger's opening act contest.
Because I'm not a blogger who flunked out of 10th grade.
What was wrong with it?
It was shot on a CC300 on VHS. The lighting was a flickering light bulb in the garage. I was noodling exactly one bass note, and you weren't wearing pants.
It was mic'd well, wasn't it?
Oh.
Or was it just dumb luck that we managed to join a national tour in a matter of months?
If I knew we were getting into something that would sign us with Geffen, I'd tell you to at least spring for some board shorts.
What? You couldn't possibly like the memories that this is drudging up, could you?
I'm just thinking about the signature. He was a jackass, but yeah, sometimes I miss Raph.
Do you remember that one night in Colorado back at the start of this brave new century?
How could I forget? I was darting back and forth backstage, so many body shuffling. And yet, all anybody could hear was Raph shouting, "Hey Brian, I need you to do this acoustic for me." Yeah, no, there's no chord. Electric's not putting out. I told Carl to do it on the bus, but it's not done. What can I say? Yeah? We'll go find a quiet place then. The bathroom should be clear so long as nobody's getting sick.
Hey, Raph, how come you never play your own songs over the speakers before these things?
What, you don't like the Pixies? It sets the bar too high. If they heard us in the studio right before the real thing, they'd realize how shit we actually sound. Say, when you open tonight, do you want to run like a rat or two through your Fender?
A rat?
You know, like a pedal. You plug it in there. Don't worry about it. You just keep being your sweet little self.
What? Why are you doing that?
Something to take the edge off, you know, besides drinking, etc.
Hold on, you still get nervous?
Everybody gets nervous, kiddo. part of the game to ignore it, best you can.
Yeah, but you're Life Finger. You have 4 platinum albums. You have it made.
Well, our people chose you. What does that say? Listen, we're getting a board recording tonight, and I can hand deliver to any label you name me. It will be my privilege, Harry.
Yeah, but what if I'm not the powerhouse that you've pegged me to be? I mean, it was Taylor who paid for the flight over here. He paid for all the dinners we've been going to.
Did he write the song? Who wrote the song?
I did.
Let me be abundantly clear. 200,000 people rallied behind you for this opener contest. And that's a fraction of the amount of Napster shares. Another cut had never touched a dial-up modem. Hell, touched a computer. My friend, this is your life now. Take it or leave it. But don't waste it on a guilty conscience, okay? I will not sign off on a coward. If anyone is pulling this off, it is you. And if it's Taylor who's getting you all riled up about the silver spoon being shoved down your throat, calmly take it out and cut him loose. If it comes to that, do not hesitate. You get my meaning?
Yeah, but how do I do that snapping thing?
And that's the other thing. Take a look around. You're the only sober fucker backstage. How's about tonight, you come by, you tell Taylor you're going for a walk. The roadies will direct you to some special friends of ours. They'll help you to relax. To completion. Capiche?
I think we should go with the Rats.
Attaboy. Colorado! Here he is. The reason we're all here. Looks like he gets it better than you do.
Oh, wait, Raph. I'm so sorry. This is so stupid. Can you please sign this guitar? I'm not gonna use it. It's just something to show the folks.
Here. I'll be seeing you, Aaron.
Iggy Pop was here and he kissed me on the mouth.
Where were you?
Dude, I'm sorry. The line for the bathroom was like 20 minutes. Because some jackass was tuning in the stall.
Are you high on something right now?
Only on life. And ecstasy. They're just like passing it around back there.
Who said anything about ecstasy on night 4?
No one said anything about it. They just put it on my tongue and then I said something like, it's a living.
Taylor? How can you get through this? I need to know that you're going to be all there when we are on stage, which is in less than a half hour from now.
Harry, dear, I did this to enhance the work on stage, in spite of the fact that I feel like making out with every person in a 3-mile radius, and they're probably looking to do the same. My focus is on you, and however many glorious minutes this crowd is going to give to us tonight.
I can only hope that you're right.
Dude, your parents would be so proud.
Thank you for doing this.
For you, always. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna put this puppy back in the trailer. Colorado! Iggy!
Wow, that went better than expected. But no more awkward situations for me.
Hi there. Ari?
Oh, God damn it.
What?
Nothing. I mean, hello. Are you a roadie?
I'm a reporter.
I knew that. Oh, what are you?
I'm with RPM. I'm not the most famous publication.
I'm not the most famous act. Far from it. Actually, my associate is kissing the more fortunate acts as they exit the stage.
Oh, God, he's with you?
That's just the response I was hoping for.
It's all right. He seems friendly. Listen, I was asked to interview you.
We're actually about to go on, and then afterwards the boss man wants to shove us out to Chicago.
Okay, so I'll join you on the bus.
You're just...
It's standard procedure for cases like this. I'll work it out with Raph when he comes off.
Do you know me?
I'd be lying if I said a number of my friends at the office weren't jealous of me for this. You've struck a chord with the underground scene. No pun intended.
Glad to have you.
Eva Wallace.
Glad to have you, Eva. We could use a reporter like yourself. You're refreshingly normal.
Get the kid and get your ass under control.
All right,
I gotta go.
I'll be here when you get back. Damn it.
I want you all seated for this opener, folks. These people about something the greatest has ever dreamed of, and they don't even know it yet. Let the bootlegs flow until they're on the shelf. Then give us your money. You wanted them. Here they are. Poser.
Listen. We're 2 stops away from bridging over to the East Coast, so you might want to get going.
Get going. No way. If you're gonna make an ass out of yourself on Letterman, I'm gonna be right backstage laughing when you come off.
You expect me to fail?
Come on, you know that's not what I mean. I just think it's cute when you try to act all wise and mighty for the talking heads, you know? I am merely a canvas to be painted, and when the frame is full of color, then you can try and define me.
I meant that.
Oh yeah? What does that even mean?
It means don't judge me like someone who's already at the peak of their experience.
See, that's you. That's how real people speak.
Look, you should get going. This isn't gonna work anymore.
Why not?
I've been taking you for granted for too long, Eva. I mean, you can't be chained to our bus till the end of time. They don't pay you enough for that.
What was this all for?
All of this?
You think I'm here because I'm on the payroll? It's been months. Wasn't exactly the easiest adjustment, but by now I barely see a face that isn't yours, and for the moment I'm kind of okay with that.
Okay, let me ask you this. Would you ever cozy up to me for being real? If I had never kicked it with the underground scene, or stood shoulder to shoulder with the Hall of Famers, which me was worth more to you? Personally, I can answer that easily. I have done more with my life in these past 6 or so months than I have in the past 20 years. And if you can't see that, then it was nice meeting you, and you have my number if you ever want to talk.
Meeting me. You've been meeting me. Is that what you've been doing? When you're not on stage or on your long walks?
No one forced you to come out this far.
I wasn't expecting you to propose, but Aaron, you wanted me here. I was only going as far as Chicago. You asked me to stay. What's changed since then?
We are on the verge of the next great thing, and you are not a part of it. You will not keep up. I am sparing you that aggravation.
Oh, well, I'm sorry I'm not good enough.
It's all right. Because I just barely am. This person that you think that I made up is what keeps me from going back to living with my friend rent-free until I am dead. This is all I have.
I was all you had. Taylor is all you have. Look, I don't know what Raph put inside your head, but we wouldn't cut you off for not making the fucking Billboard Hot 100.
Maybe that's your problem. You expect too little.
I'm not even the only one you've been seeing, am I?
That won't happen again.
Are you waiting for the day when everyone's expendable to you at a moment's notice? Taylor's beginning to think so. I know it.
When did you start talking to Taylor like
He
that?
misses when you so much as left the stage together. He was so drunk I could barely understand him, but
You don't know him the way that I do.
if he walks, you are not getting that back. You can weaponize your fame to try to find however many fixes you want. You will never find another friend like him again.
Why don't you go marry him then?
Oh, fuck you!
You saw what you wanted. They all do. And you're no different. I just learned how to get paid for going through it. So don't tell me that I can't make it work. Don't tell me I'm going to fail! The cab is outside. Please.
You're going to fail.
Raph, are you there? Yeah, the place is empty now. I'm down for anything. How many? 150? Jesus. Is this building zoned for that? No, it should be fine. There are usually 4 or 5 stragglers that think they're going to indulge in with me. She's fine. I just sent her home. It's fine. All right, buddy. Peace. Peace is all that's left.
She said all that to you?
She did. And a decade on, and she was more or less right. The decade after, not so much. And I'm happy for you both. Honest I am, but we can fix this, you and I. I just need you to remember the way that it was. So, take the tickets and come home.
No, we can't.
Why?
Because in spite of everything that happened, you are exactly how I left you. Begging me to give up on my life for yours.
Taylor, it's just a job. You do it, and then you come back home.
I have a world that suits me here, and you have yours. It's just better this way.
What was so wrong about me that you can't get back on stage for one more set? Did you mean it when you said that I owed it to myself to get my song out there? Or would you rather I just never walked out that door?
I meant it all. I never said that I owed it to you. And I'd rather you had never had to walk through that door. And I'd rather your parents survived. I'd rather you have every normalcy a person could ask for, but you didn't. And yet you still pulled through. And you learned to do it without someone behind you ready to take the fall. Why should I be the one to take that away?
Because it is fucking boring up there without you.
That was the car door. It's time.
This was fun though, right? We had fun?
Yeah. We had fun.
See you, Tay. Hi.
Was he wearing your clothes?
He can keep them. Those barely fit me anymore anyway.
Okay, I see.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna go.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, he...
Is out of my life. The question is he out of yours?
Should he be?
I can't answer that for you. But I'll be right here next to you when you figure it out. Now come on.
I'll be there in a second. Listen, Gray. I know
It's okay. I get that you're not friends anymore.
Well, honey,
Don't worry about it. I get that these things happen.
Well, is there anything I can do for you right now? Anything?
Well, Dad, how did it all start?
Well, I was working late one night from doing overtime, and Eri came bursting through the door holding my bass guitar saying,
I've given it some thought. Let's do the Life Finger contest. I've got an idea for a song that's been kicking around in my head.
So that's a no on the job listings then?
Just think about it. Opening for Lifefinger? Who knows where that'll take us?
And then I said, if you really want this, then you owe it to yourself to get it out there. That is, if you're ready to spend the rest of your life on a bus and acting in front of these hotshots like a massive poser.
You just gave me the best idea.
Okay, I'd like to invite Sam and Mark up to ask some questions from the house. Okay, Sarah?
So I saw from the first round to the second round. So, like, I know it's different, but what would you think is like the biggest difference that you changed?
The biggest difference is that the conflict is more centralized around Harry than it is everyone's individual plight. The main goal is he wants to get back to the way things were, and the obstacle is himself. And he can't overcome the fact that this cathartic philosophy he adopted 20 years ago is just brick-walling him from getting back into the lives of the people he used to love. Or used to love him, rather.
Abby?
I'm wondering, like, if round 3 you get more pages, like where you would add, because at the beginning when he was lying down and I was asking questions at first before I knew like who the characters were, I kind of felt like he was in a therapy office at first. So I was just wondering like where you would add in like some more Elijah stuff to make like the placement of scenes a little clearer.
I would probably smooth out the linearity of it. The fact that we're jumping through time and placing scenes where they are is a bit opportunistic to kind of abridge the meaning of it all. I would probably add, I guess more downtime and more performance, because you see them backstage. You don't see so much as them how they act, why people love them, and sort of a bit more of a rags to riches archetype. But I switched things around because I thought it would make more sense of the purpose of the logistics of it all.
Noah?
I haven't seen this during the first round, so I just want to know what your inspiration was.
My inspiration was a mix of things. Two being, like Grace says, I watch a bunch of that, those live 90s performances on YouTube, and there's a kind of an air of mysticism to it. The fact that although you can play those songs, those conditions can't really be replicated, which I coupled with the idea of a character dynamic of two people who had such a cohesive and almost codependent relationship that conditions and time has worn them down, and they cannot get back to that. And as much as they have this subconscious desire to, they literally cannot. So just those kind of two ideas, I married them and put it into the...
First, I just want to say great job. Like the dialogue and the flow, along with like it just all made sense and it was blocked really well. So
Thank you.
Great job for that. And I was wondering if you move on, whatever. Have you ever considered in the process when you were writing a script, seeing them actually perform, or did that ever go through your mind, incorporating music?
Absolutely. Yeah, especially I would want to hit on the fact that they do have that, little muddy VHS sound, and then the production kind of amps up. And the way that they develop their own sound together, the way they work as partners, work partners, just kind of parallels how they develop as friends.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
One more round of applause for Poser. I think you guys can sit.
Thank you, guys.
That concludes round 2 of TheatreFest. Let's give all our shows one more round of applause. And we will see you back for round 3. Thank you.